welcome guys back to Home Harbor, Fram. So today we're going to work with you with decks, right? We have two decks. I already have something prepared for you. So guys, as you know, I'm going to put lights, right? So I already marked several holes that I'm going to cut. All of those squares I'm going to cut, and I will show you what I'm going to do about it, guys. So check it out. If we look on this one, the bigger deck, guys, here we have gratings. If you can see, I did them maybe a little bit longer, I don't know, because well, between them we're going to have piece of wood like this, right? And afterwards we're going to have places of wood also. So guys, basically the same size as it is here. How I measured the size, I take the small rulers and for example, I want to do those holes. So I go from this hole, I'm checking where it started, how long it is, how wide it is, and from this point I'm just marking the places, and I mark all of the holes. It's not a big deal. I will not show it to you how, what, and how to do it, because it's really easy, guys. And basically 1 centimeter to one side to another side, it will not be a big deal because everything will be covered. We just need the holes to have a light. So guys, this is the first one. If we take a look at the pictures, this one is right here. If you see, it is right here and right here, and you can see it right here. Then we're going to have the smaller ones. I cut them right here. This is this thing right here. Awesome. You can see like this. So guys, this one is this hole. This one we're going to put we're going to build this thing. Then we're going to put plastic beneath to imitate the glass, and I want light there. And then again we have here, I don't really sure how. It's just black paint, that's it. But I'm going to do or gratings or something like that. I want light also here. So in the front, at the bow, we're going to have those 3 holes, right? Now at the stern. At the stern, first thing first, we're going to have you this structure right here. It is going to be like this. I want light in there as well. I want it. So we're going to do it a little bit different as it is in the instructions. If you can see, when the time comes, we will do it a little bit different, guys. But I will change it a bit. But I want light in there as well. It is right here. And then the gratings. Also, I want light beneath the gratings. So I explained to you my idea. Also, where we're going to have the doors, right here. I also, because the doors are half open, well, I also want to do light there. So guys, first thing first, you do all of your measurements if you're going to do the lights. I don't know, maybe you will not. Then you just basically cut the hole with the knife. You mark all of the holes that you need, that you want. Then you take the ruler. I will show you one, but it will take some time. You start with the cutting square first. But again, guys, it doesn't have to be perfect, really, because it's going to be covered with the grating. It's going to be covered with the pieces of wood around. First, you cut the square. And now, guys, how I'm doing it. I put lower. I'm starting to cut it at the side from the inner side of the square. So here I have the straight line, here I have the straight line from the outside, and from inside I go like this to cut the excess of the wood, and the cuts will be deeper like this and faster to cut square. And it's done. A little bit time consuming, but we have a nice square holes that we will have our lights. So great, guys. Now I will just continue and I will do the holes, then we will go back to the ship and we'll before glue the decks we need to paint something before doing this. So I will cut the holes and I will come back to you. So guys, I did all of the holes, and also where I'm going to have the holes beneath I painted black. A little bit from the sides I painted a little bit black. Maybe it will make some difference, maybe not. So guys, before gluing the decks we need to paint this part right here. This part right here we need to paint in silver color, right? Gray color. So this part is right here. I'm just going to paint it right now, but also I told you the ship is going to be weathered, right? So I will paint it gray and then I will wait a little bit until it dries. Then I will do just a little bit of weathering. Nothing really special, just a little bit of the weathering. Like this, and now just wait until it dries. So guys, if you see I use a little bit darker colors as usual. So I'm going to give now a little bit of sanding. Why I'm going to give a little bit of sanding? Because we're going to do like kind of an old effect. Not the old, just used. Like this, just a little bit. Now I will use, I don't know why, I want to use the pine pine stain. Forget what it calls. Try the pine stain. Oh, it does look nice. And now, well, we can glue our decks. This is the glue, white glue, that I didn't clean when I was gluing the ribs. So be careful with that. But we're going to give with you here pieces of wood like this. So for me it will be covered, but also I'm doing the old effect, so for me it's not a problem, guys. Now we're just going to apply the glue. I prepare my pins, hammer. We will apply the glue and starting to glue. I'm using the ochre white glue. We will start gluing the decks. So guys, all of the pins are in position. The glue is drying. So basically now this is it. We just wait until it dries, then we will take pins off, we will continue to work. All of the holes are at the position. All is, well, good. The color I also like. The old look. Just the way I want it. So guys, I will leave it to dry, then I will come back to you. So guys, the glue is dry. I give a rough sanding just to put the bulwarks right here. The full sanding of this part we're going to do in the next video. So with what we're going to work now. Now we're going to do the deck planking. By the instructions, you give the full length, then you just mark it with the pencil. But as you know, I go a little bit different. I always cut the planks by the size. And up until now, I was doing by system 642. But now I will follow the instructions. Why? I'll explain you. I'm going to do the simpler way of the planking of the deck, because it's going to be, first of all, we have a lot of stuff on the deck. Second, I'm going to do a snow effect. And basically, all of it, all of the deck will be almost invisible, guys. So let's start with the planking. How I'm going to do the planking. First, I will cut the pieces 6. Imagine 2 6s. Or a little bit more. Then couple of 3 centimeters. I'm trying to cut them straight, but I'm not the machine. I'm not using the some cutters. I had cutter from Amati, didn't work out. So now I'm just cutting with a knife and with a cutting base. That's it. I don't know how many 3 centimeters we need, so I will cut like this one, probably the last one is 3. Yeah, so we got a couple of them, so we will start from this one. And how I'm going to do it, well, first going to be 6. I apply the white glue. By the instructions and the ochre video, you also can work like this. They use the contact glue. It's quite fast, I think. So I apply the first one. I try to put it straight in the middle. Sometimes it's difficult. Now 3, and like this we go to the front. I'm not doing caulking effect, as again I'm going to do a slight weathering on the deck, nothing much. Now here I can give already 6. As again here 6, 6. You can choose how do you like to put them. You go on one side or to another side. Then we have 3. And like this, guys, we go to the front, to the bow, and like this we do planking on the deck. You can choose how you like, how you want to do it. I'm doing like that. Just don't forget about the holes. We mark here the hole here and here. And like this, guys, we going to do the planking of the deck. I will do a little bit here, but then I will switch and I will do the first line on this deck, because I'm going to do like basically everything at the same time. Why? Because this part right here, we need to place those parts. We have them right here, right? So we need this part to be planked, so we can cover it with those wooden strips, and then we will wait until this part is dry so we can put the bulwarks. Until this part is drying, we can work with this part. So guys, I will do some job, then I will come back to you and explain to you what I did. Guys, I did already some part of the job. I start already this deck, the bigger one, and I did some right here. But why I stopped my work and I did come back to the video? First of all, you can see that I mark where I have the holes, so I can cut them while I'm doing the planking. But this is not the case, guys. This is not the point of the video, of this part right now. What I discovered, my planks are not completely straight. I don't know if you can see it on the video. They are not straight, guys. This is causing me some problems. This one in the beginning more or less, but then you can see I have the straight line and then the plank go up. Pay attention to this, what it will cause you. You have the straight line, right? But it can go a little bit to the side and starting to create some small gaps. If you can see, I already have one small gap right here. Well, for me it's not a big deal because I'm going to sand it down, I'm going to weather it. So for me it's not a big deal. But for those who want to do the clean deck, pay attention to this part. This is the first thing. Second thing, you saw that I didn't do the caulking effect. For those who are interested in caulking effect, you can go check video of my Essex, you can check video of San Felipe, you can check the video of San Juan. I think in all of those videos, tutorials, I show how I do the caulking effect, as well as nailing. Here I'm not going to do the nailing, I'm simplify the deck planking right here, and I'm not doing 6-3. In all of my videos I do 6-4-2. This is just the options that you can do, that you can choose, wherever it suits you, right? Fits you. Right here I'm doing like this. So guys, I already started here. I will continue when I will do this part right here and we'll close this deck. I will come back to you and we will continue. By the way, I hope only my planks are like this. I'm not able to use them in any way, anywhere. So guys, if you have this problem, I 100% sure that Okra will send you. You can just send the email and explain the situation, take the photos of the planks to show that they are not, but I think it's only my kit came with some defect like this. I don't think all of them are like this because I never had this problem before with Okra planks. But guys, if you have them, Okra will replace them. I 100% sure, because Okra personal service is well, high quality. They always help you, they always there for you. That's it, I'll go back to work. So guys, my deck is done, but it's drying. It was not hard. I still need to cut one piece right here, the same one. Some mistakes, yeah, well, because of that thing that I told you with the planks, that some of them have a different width, some of them they have different length, and some of them are not really straight. There was some mistakes, but I think it will cover all those things up. Now, while the deck is drying, we can prepare with you bulwarks and the parts C1 and C2. Parts C1 and C2 is this one right here that we're going to glue on this part, the entrance. There's doors going to be on the both sides. So this is 1x3 lime wood. I prepared them. All of the numbers and the measurements you have right here on your list of pieces. We have here C1, C2, 4 pieces 17 millimeters, 2 pieces 57. What I did. So now let's just, as well with the bulwarks, let's just paint it gray. Good, now let's just leave it to dry. So right now guys, let's do a little bit of sanding of all bulwarks and all of those small pieces. Now let's go with the stain. Pine stain. You can see the difference. When it's dry, not going to be that tense color. It will look great. This is the pure paint stain, guys. I think it would look nice on our ship. For the deck, right now, after sanding, we're going to use diluted walnut stain. Now we're going to leave pieces to dry, and we can do meanwhile the sanding. I cut all of the holes, guys. I didn't show you because this is nothing serious, nothing to do. You just flip it over and you cut them with the knife very carefully according to the deck. And now let's just go with the sanding. I'm not going to do really good sanding because, well, I want it to be a little bit rough, but we will see how it goes. I start with, I think it's 200 and then 220. As again, guys, if you have a problem with the planks, just text the Okra, they will help you, I'm sure of it. Never go like this, always go straight with deck. Now take the piece 220. I know that you will say that the sailors will always wash the deck, clean the deck, scrub the deck, so it will be as smooth as possible, but I want that look. What I will use right now, I go a little bit with the sponge fine, micro fine sponge, just a little bit. Well, for me, it's good enough. We can start with diluted walnut stain. As again, guys, how I dilute it exactly, I cannot say because I already used this walnut stain a lot of times in a lot of builds. I want the more darker color. When it's going to be dry, it's going to be not that tense, but I wanted to go with a little bit more darker color, so the effects, snow effects, will be more visible on the deck. Good, so I'm done with the sanding. So now guys, what we will do, we will glue those small pieces. So this is it basically. Pay attention to how you glue the pieces. I used the gel glue, that's why it's moving, so I have time to adjust some pieces. I'm not using here super glue. Well, it's good. Now we can place with you the bulwarks, guys. So guys, for the bulwarks, I will use the white glue and my pens. You know them already. You're familiar with them. So let's just start applying the glue. You should use your pens that you have in your kit, also with the very useful stuff, it's pin pusher. I used to work with my pens without nails. It's more comfortable for me this way, but as again, it's your choice, guys. It's always your choice, and always do how it fits you and how it's more comfortable for you. So let's start. When you do the holes, always pay attention to don't damage the deck. Oops. I did it again. All good. I give the pins where we have the ribs. It's stronger that way, I think so. want to give the pin right in the end. Well, great. Clean up the glue, and also from this side right here you can clean the excess of the glue, because we're going to glue some parts, and to don't mess it up, it's better to glue them nicely. So guys, the first piece in the position, I will glue the second one, and I will come back to you. I did dirty it a little bit with the glue, but it's not a problem. Okay, so I will do the second one, and I will come back to you and we will finish the video. And so guys, after deck planking, gluing, and all the other stuff, this is what we get. This gap, by the way, here we have a hole. I checked by the instructions, it should be like this, if you can see. I don't know why, but okay. Overall, I'm happy with the result, but we will give it a little bit of time to dry, and then we will see the final colors. I will take off the pins and we will finish the video, guys. So I just leave it to dry and we'll go make some dinner. And so guys, the glue is dry, as well as the deck. Here is something still wet, but I really like the result that I get. I like the color. Could it be done better? Maybe. Would you done it better? I hope so. All the point of those videos, so you can avoid our mistakes. I think so. I don't know. I do the way I see it. I do the way I like it. Here going to be lights as well. The doors will be half open. I think it will be pretty cool. So guys, thank you very much for watching this video. It was Roma, Fram. Well, it's starting to grow up. Step by step, we will get there. Okay, thank you very much, and I see you next time.